V-Mart, and when do you see them converging?
Yeah, absolutely. So Unlimited, when we took that chain, from Arvind, that was performing at sub 500 rupees sales per square feet. And today, it at a enterprise level, it is already delivering more than 650 rupees sales per square feet. The good part is that all the new stores that we have been opening in Unlimited brand for the last 3 years, they have started to come at par or even started to better the performance of even V-Mart stores. So thereby, we are quite, gung-ho about the opportunity in Unlimited. Unlimited, as you know, operates only in South India. So that's a brand that we have kept, preserved because it was already very well known in South India. So we didn't want to change it to V-Mart. But all our stores carry the same format as V-Mart. But the Unlimited brand only operates in South India, but it is now becoming very profitable.
All right, final question before we let you go. Just give us two numbers. One, inventory days, that it has improved in the first quarter. Do you have a target in mind for that? Go beyond the 93 mark. And the second part is LimeRoad. You've reduced losses and you have said that this is not a profit-making business for you. It is going to service your overall customers. So what is the metric that you are looking at which decides on the efficacy of LimeRoad?
So on the LimeRoad piece, I think we've said that in the past, it remains a service center for the entire business, being the omni enabler. And I think the losses there, we have been cutting down by almost 50% every quarter. And that's the trajectory that we will still maintain. So this is more like a cost center sitting within the P&L as an IT services within for the team. And the number that we look for in LimeRoad is how more we can extract in terms of organic revenue by repeat sales and ensuring that we reduce the loss of sales from V-Mart customers by allowing them to order online through LimeRoad.
And inventory days?
Inventory days, I think mid to long-term target is around 70-75 days, and we are working towards achieving that.
Take that point, Anand. Always a pleasure speaking with you. Wish you good luck for the remainder of this year, and all festivals will be preponed this year. So obviously, we'll have better celebrations in each quarter as against just a few quarters as we saw in the last year. Wish you a very happy festive season as well and festive season sales. With that, we'll take a short break, and on the other side, we'll get chatting with the management of another company. We will have Sambhv Steel joining in.
Welcome back. Well, let's focus on Sambhv Steel Tubes. The company is in focus. Remember, it's a recent listing and their quarter one numbers actually have shaped up quite well. To help us out with what's the way ahead, we're joined by the MD and CEO, Mr. Vikas Kumar Goel, as well as the Chief Strategy Officer, Mr. Vikas Agarwal. Hi, Vikas and Vikas. Thanks a lot for joining in and congratulations, on a good showing and congratulations on the listing as well. Your shareholders will be quite happy because the stock price is up more than 80% from the IPO price. So good going on, y'all. Now let's focus on a couple of details. For the first quarter, you've delivered EBITDA per ton of around 7,500, 7,800 rupees per ton. For the year on an average, where does this number go to? We understand operating leverage is playing out. The dependency on external power as well has reduced. So what is the sustainable EBITDA per ton number we should look at? And now you're selling close to around 95,000 tons per quarter. So for the year, what should the sales volume look like?
Thank you, Nigel. Thank you for inviting us and this opportunity. And जो आपने एक प्रश्न किया कि जो हमारे अभी क्वार्टर्स के जो नंबर्स हैं, जो हमारा प्रोडक्शन का वॉल्यूम है और जो हमारे प्रोडक्शन पर टन जो हम EBITDA कर रहे हैं, ये हमारा पूरा प्रयास रहेगा कि हम इस पर टन को और इसी तरीके से मेंटेन कर पाएं। और लास्ट ईयर ही हमने जो हमारे वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट्स जिसकी पाइप एंड ट्यूब्स की कैपेसिटी हमने इंक्रीज की, हमने हमारा जीपी पाइप्स जो प्री गैल्वेनाइज पाइप्स नया चालू किया नई टेक्नोलॉजी से, और हमारा ड्रीम प्रोजेक्ट हमने स्टेनलेस स्टील बनाना शुरू किया। तो उसका रैंप अप फेस हमारा लास्ट क्वार्टर था और इस फर्स्ट क्वार्टर में हमने लगभग उसका 66% यूटिलाइजेशन किया है और गोइंग फॉरवर्ड और हमारा यूटिलाइजेशन बढ़ेगा तो कुछ वॉल्यूम ग्रोथ और देखने को आपको मिल सकती है। और ये हमारा अभी तक का हमारा जो आपने प्रश्न किया उसका टारगेट है।
So sir, roughly volume growth for the year will be how much? 30%, 40%, mota, like what will it be? And if you could tell me EBITDA per ton, what is the current value added contribution as a percentage of the mix and where is it headed?
अगर मैं वैल्यू एडेड की बात करूं तो लगभग पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स प्री गैल्वेनाइज्ड पाइप वी आर फोकसिंग ऑन द फिनिश प्रोडक्ट्स ओनली, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर प्रोडक्ट्स। तो वी आर मेकिंग 80% ऑफ वैल्यू एडेड प्रोडक्ट्स जो डायरेक्ट हम कंज्यूमर्स के साथ में रिलेट कर पाते हैं और कंज्यूमर को हम सप्लाई कर पाते हैं।
Okay, 80% value-added products. आप EBITDA per ton, if you could give us a sense, ये 8,000 रुपए per ton के आसपास, will that maintain for this year?
बिल्कुल हमारा यही प्रयास रहेगा, कुछ ना कुछ और ऊपर देखने को मिलेगा आपको और नीचे न हो, ये हमारा प्रयास रहेगा।
Okay, so if you do about 8,000 rupees per ton and roughly 4 lakh tons of volume this year, entirely possible because first quarter you've done 92,000.
लगभग आपको ये कुछ हो सकता है Q2 में कुछ थोड़ा बहुत 5% का एक हो सकता है जो स्लगिश थोड़ा सा जो बारिश का एक सीजन होता है, लेकिन Q3 और Q4 और बेटर देखने को मिलेगा। तो कुछ ना कुछ यहाँ से और इंक्रीज ही होगा हमारा वॉल्यूम और पर टन EBITDA भी कुछ ना कुछ इंक्रीज होगा जैसे जैसे हमारा स्टेनलेस स्टील की क्वांटिटी हम ज्यादा यूटिलाइजेशन कर पाएंगे तो पर टन EBITDA भी हमारा यहाँ।
सर roughly मोटा sir for the year EBITDA number will be in the vicinity of around 320 crores. 320 की 350 approximately.
सर जो हिंदी में बोलते हैं आपके मुंह में घी शक्कर, बिल्कुल हमारा प्रयास तो यही है कि हम इसी क्वांटिटी के साथ में और पर टन EBITDA 8,000 के अबव हम आराम से कर पाएंगे, ऐसा हमें लगता है।
अच्छा, तो करीब 300-350 करोड़ के बीच में आप EBITDA इस साल करेंगे। अब विकास से विकास की तरफ जाते हैं। विकास, आपने IPO में पैसा रेज किया था, you wanted to repay debt. What does your balance sheet currently look like? What is the kind of debt? और कितना देना बाकी है? Interest cost कितना कम होने वाला है इस साल?
So, if I see as on 30th June, we didn't raise the money because the money we got after June. So, in July, mostly 390 crore of term loan and working capital loan has been paid. So that is the that return and the amount to 8 to 10 crore rupees of interest cost saving going forward quarters. So in roughly, I believe we will be saving around 24 to 30 crore rupees of interest cost going forward. There is still some working capital loan that is still lies in our balance sheet, which we will be continuing to utilize. And we believe the going forward, our debt will be in terms of working capital only will be there and not the term loan. So we will be virtually debt free in terms of term loan, and there will be a certain amount of working capital that we will be utilizing.
What does your current net debt stand at right now, including long-term and working capital, and post repayment by the end of this year? what will it stand at, even if it is just working capital?
It will be not more than 200 crore rupees that we are projecting currently.
Got it. All right. So got that. And your interest costs effectively will come down from 15 crores per quarter to approximately 5 crores per quarter. Is that correct?
Precisely. Yes.
Got it. All right. You have said that you'll want to increase capacity. So as of now, what is the updated capacity that you have? With the plans that you have on the board, where do you see this capacity headed? And in terms of market share, it's obviously a growing market, but how do you see your market share go up? I think at the time of IPO, you had mentioned around 2% was your market share.
Correct. So we are operating in 3 segments. First is structural pipes and tubes, where our capacity is around 350,000 ton end product. Then second product is galvanized pipe, which we have an installed capacity of 60,000 currently, which may go up to around 1 lakh to 1,18,000 ton this year itself. Then we have stainless steel coil manufacturing capacity, which is currently installed capacity of around 60,000 ton, which also may be expected to go upward of around 1 lakh ton in this current financial itself. So in total, if I see total end product capacity we have currently is around 4,70,000 ton. We have given guidance on having another unit which is installed having having product of 1.2 million ton, which will be executed in 3 phases. So first phase we are expecting to be commissioned by end of financial year 2027.
Because
that will
because we're running a little short on time, but just to get that number out of the way, currently you're at around 500,000 ton, which post this capacity that you're expanding. Yes. In the next 2 years, by the end of FY27, you'll be 1.2 million tons. Is that correct?
No. So in end of 2027, I will be adding another 4 lakh ton. So my capacity will go around 0.9 million ton current.
0.9 million ton. It'll go from around 0.5 to around 0.9 million tons, right?
Correct.
And in terms of market share, say in the next 3 years, where are you headed from 2%?
In structural pipe, we will be upward of 5%, and in stainless steel also, we will be upward of 5%.
All right, market share upwards of 5% from the 2 to 3% that you had during the IPO. Looking at around 300 to 350 crores of EBITDA this year, led by close to 4 lakh tons of volume and about 8,000 rupees per ton in terms of EBITDA. Vikas and Bikash, thank you so much for joining in and giving us the business outlook. With that, we'll slip into a short break. On the other side, we have all the market action that we will be covering. Near the low point of trade once again for the market. 200 points lower for the Nifty, nearly 560 points lower for the Sensex. The mid caps and the Nifty Bank not doing particularly well for the bulls. They might be feeling fairly jittery. And the biggest reason for that, or the biggest the display of the weakness that we are seeing in the market is stocks that have done extremely well are now seeing some profit booking. So case in point, something like an Eternal comes up for you at the low point of trade after having seen a big gain. So bulls perhaps trying to take home some profits, whatever they've made in this week itself. And the stocks that were doing badly yesterday continue to do worse right now as well. We have names like Trent, which have moved to the low point of trade once again. With that, we'll take your leave on this edition of Chartbusters. Thank you so much for watching.